Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. So the footage you're watching right now is coming out of the main camera of the Huawei P50 Pro. The sound is coming from the P50 Pro too. So yeah, the P50 Pro is in high demand right now with very limited release. So I was luckily able to get my hands on this thanks to Trinity Electronics in Hong Kong. So Trinity Electronics loaned me this phone for about 8-9 hours. So I'm gonna pick this phone out for the day so we can get an idea of how this phone performs in terms of battery life and camera. So this is a day in the life with the Huawei P50 Pro. Okay, so this is our ultra wide camera footage. Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at battery life first. So we have 44% battery at 3:01 p.m. While we're here, let's go over the hardware of the P50 Pro. So we have a 6.6-inch OLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. This is Huawei's first 120 Hz refresh rate, I believe. Okay, so looking at the camera, you have a 64 megapixel periscope zoom lens here with a 3.5 times optical zoom and maxes out at 100x zoom. And right here we have three cameras. Up top we have a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and right here on the right it's the main camera, a 50 megapixel sensor, f1.8 aperture, 1/1.28 inch image sensor size. And then to the left of it, it's a 40 megapixel monochrome sensor. Now I'm not sure why we need a dedicated monochrome sensor, but I have taken some black and white photos and they do look a little bit dramatic. They do look pretty nice. Okay, so this is selfie camera video with the P50 Pro. 13 megapixel camera has 3 focal lengths, 1x, 0.8, and wide. So that's the two boxes back there. Okay, so the main camera footage, you can zoom all the way up to, oh, this is really sharp at 9x, 10x. You're now at 20x. You can go all the way up to wide, ultra wide angle too. Okay, main camera footage, check out Stay-By Station. So we are going to get lunch somewhere in the Hong Kong district of Hong Kong. The road is kind of loud, so I'm not sure if you can hear my voice properly. Okay, now I'm shooting with the ultra wide lens, and obviously you get much more into the frame. So earlier I checked out the sound a little bit. Considering the fact that I was in a really loud and busy street earlier, my voice came through pretty decently because there is a mic on the back of the camera module that picks up sound. So right now I'm on a quieter street, so my sound should be pretty clear. So that means the P50 Pro by itself can be a capable vlogging solution. Okay, so now we are under sunlight and the screen, as you can still see it pretty clearly. But I do have brightness on maximum though. But you can definitely use this outside the sun without any issues. This is a really nice looking panel, curved on the left and right side. But the top and bottom don't appear to be curved anymore, unlike last year's Huawei P40 Pro. Okay, so inside the phone has 8 gigs of RAM with 256 gigs of internal storage, and this unit runs on Kirin 9000. There are other models that run on Snapdragon 888. The reason for that is because due to US sanctions, Huawei doesn't have the ability to make its own chips anymore, so they have short supplies. So the Kirin 9000 is the high-end model. It's using Huawei's own chip, but this is a limited edition. Most P50 Pros out there will probably run on the Snapdragon 888. But overall, the phone is really comfortable to hold at 8.5 millimeters thick and weighing only 195 grams. Okay, let's test out the zoom lens of the P50 Pro against the S21 Ultra. I'm gonna step back and get a 10 times zoom of this camera. Okay, so I am in Tsim Sha Tsui with the beautiful Hong Kong skyline behind me. Okay, now let's test out the dynamic range. So we're gonna take a 1x. and an ultra wide photo. And I'll do the same with the S21 Ultra and the iPhone 12 Pro. Alright, so I am at an art exhibition of a bunch of Nike sneakers. So obviously, black culture, skateboard culture. This is 15 times zoom now, still pretty decent. So by the way, you guys might notice that I am probably the first person outside of China to get my hands on the Huawei P50 Pro. I did not get this phone from Huawei. So by the way, you may notice that I am the first person, or probably the first person out of China to get my hands on the Huawei P50 Pro. That's because Trinity Electronics is probably like the best importer in Hong Kong and anywhere I've seen. They get phones faster than anybody, and they also ship worldwide. So if you're interested in buying this phone, or any other phone that you usually can't order officially, Trinity Electronics can ship to wherever you are, so you might want to reach out to them. Okay, it is dark enough now, time to test out nighttime photography. Okay, so we'll just take a standard 1x photo. Now you see the wide angle, ultra wide angle camera is pretty wide. My finger is now getting to the frame, so we'll back out a little bit. And then we'll do a 10 times zoom across the harbor. So you see when I took the 10 times zoom, all the lights were blown out, but then after I took the shot, then post-processing kicked in and you can see the light. Oh wow, this is that iconic junk boat that, you know, if you look at Hong Kong Tourism Board or Hong Kong postcards, you probably have seen one of these. Let's zoom in. Okay, I just got a status warning me I am now at 20% battery. So when I first started documenting the battery, it was 3:01 p.m. with 44%. So that means in 2.5 hours of heavy use, I dropped 24% battery. That's not too bad, but that means this phone also won't be able to last me like 12, 13 hours out because it drains about a little bit more than 10% per hour. Okay, it is now 8 p.m. so that means I took the phone out for around 5 hours. So after 5-6 hours of heavy use, I am really impressed with the P50 Pro's hardware. I'm particularly impressed this time around because if you look at the numbers on the spec sheet, they actually do not pop off the spec sheet as much as before. Huawei actually seems to have taken a different strategy because a couple of years ago, they were the company that always gave you the biggest battery, the largest image sensor, you know, the craziest pixel counts. Like remember when everyone else was doing like 10 megapixel, 12 megapixel cameras, Huawei was already giving you 40 megapixels. So the P50 Pro, the numbers actually no longer lead the industry. The main camera, 50 megapixel, we have phones with 108 megapixel. The main camera's image sensor size is 1/1.28 inches. That's pretty large, but not as large as what's seen in the Mi 11 Ultra or the Sharp Arcos R6. There's only 8 gigs of RAM in here, which seems a little bit low compared to other phones with 12 gigs of RAM. The battery size is a little bit small too, 4,360 milliamp hour. S21 Ultra has 5,000 milliamp hour. But then actually using the phone, you'll see that performance actually surpasses what the numbers suggest. The P50 Pro is more than the sum of its parts. For example, the image sensor size, not the largest one around now, but when you take photos, it's still a really beautiful looking natural creamy bokeh, you know, clear separation between subject and background. You don't even really have to turn on portrait mode. You just have to point your camera at something or someone and you get a shot that looks sharp and focused on the subject, but then the background has a nice little creamy blur. Even in videos, I'm just shooting normal videos here, but you can see the background has a little bit of that bokeh effect that looks so good, especially with the Hong Kong skyline behind me. And despite the not so large image sensor, it is still a beast in extreme low light photography. As you can see right here, if you don't turn on night mode, it actually beats the S21 Ultra shot for shot in extreme low light conditions. If you do turn on night mode, then the S21 Ultra retakes the lead. The only area I'm a little bit disappointed by is battery, because like I said, this phone drops over 10% of battery per hour if you're using it heavily. So P50 Pro is the first phone to ship with HarmonyOS out of the box. If you jump into settings, jump into our phone, you see it's running HarmonyOS 2.0. Now HarmonyOS I've already covered in the MatePad video, so if you're interested in more in depth, you can check that out. But a quick overview here. So the home screen, it kind of looks like the iPad OS 15's home screen, to be honest. You can put widgets anywhere on the home screen, and I like that with certain first-party Huawei apps. If you swipe up, it actually opens a mini widget. For example, you swipe up on the photo album, you'll see the last picture you took. So I don't think I need to go on much more about the Google stuff. That you can't run Google on this phone unless you hack it. I don't recommend it, so you just have to make do without Google. But as I've explained before, you know, the situation is not ideal, but it's not entirely crippling. For example, you can actually access Gmail by using Huawei's email app and also third-party apps like Microsoft Outlook. If you want to watch YouTube, you can also just watch YouTube on a web browser. So, I mean, yeah, it's not going to be as easy as just using like a YouTube app, but it is possible to access Google apps like this. Okay, since we're here, we know we gotta do a K-pop speaker test. So this phone has stereo speakers. That's a big improvement over the P40 Pro with just one weak speaker. So yeah, this is the Huawei P50 Pro in a nutshell. I think a lot of the stuff that I've said about Huawei phones in the past still applies here. This is a beautiful design, beautifully built piece of hardware. All the components in here are top notch. Craftsmanship is excellent. The haptic engine in this phone is also really good, but unfortunately, the software situation is what it is. So yeah, that's about it for this video with the P50 Pro. So once again, thank you to Simon of Trinity Electronics for loaning me this phone. I actually have to bring this back to him soon. So once again, if you're interested in keeping up to date with all the latest smartphones, especially the kind of obscure, hard to find ones, please consider subscribing to my channel or follow me on Instagram at Ben's Gadget Reviews. Thanks for watching.